Welcome to episode 6 of Movie Madness. I'm your boy Enigma.
And I'm your boy Kwame, and you know what we do. When it comes to Movie Madness, we're discussing all the nonsense and great shit that's been movie making. So there's been a lot that's gone. We're about to jump into some good stuff. We're about to discuss some stuff. So get in the conversation and, let us know your thoughts. What's the first topic of conversation, man? What are we discussing today?
First thing we're kicking off this Movie Madness is it's got to be like, I'm not going to lie, came out of nowhere, left field news that New Line Cinemas have closed the deal with Ice Cube to finally bring to the screen their next and probably the last Friday movie.
Yeah,
it's going to be called...
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. It's literally called The Last Friday. That's what it's going to be called.
Miss
That's
Parker,
what it's going to be called.
Miss Parker.
Too many lads.
Too many. Arguably one of the most quotable movies of all time. Literally one of the most quotable.
It ain't enough.
There's probably, to be honest, Coming to America might be the only movie Coming to America and House Party might be the only two movies more quotable than Friday.
I think this beats House Party, bruv. I'm just going to be real.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know,
I think
okay,
it does.
Okay, could be a toss
He
up.
gon' cry in the car. My neck.
Oh, my neck. My neck. I'm suing y'all for 150,000. We sell out of court for just $20. Now you know what? No.
Miss Parker, come on, bro. Let's be real.
God damn! We're seriously.
Literally.
Do you know what pisses me off so much about Friday?
Bruv.
Yeah.
Oh, that bike. Come on, bruv.
Didn't know you wanted it back, Colby.
Come on.
Nah, you know what? Yeah, I'm wilding. It's because I like House Party so much, and House Party is the next in line for most quotables.
Yes, Friday, I'm cool with that.
Friday actually destroys it, because I was just actually thinking it's almost every fucking line.
Basically,
like it's almost every fucking break yourself, fool.
Literally,
what you did about curtain.
Only my mama can get me out.
Oh, my mother can get me out. Nah, it's too much.
How you gonna get fired on your date?
Pass talk about kicking out again. Caught me on tape stealing boxes.
What you to the boxes for?
I know you ain't going like that.
You trying to do a purpose?
Oh, it's too much. I love it.
So nobody go to the bathroom for about 40 minutes.
45 minutes.
Somebody open a window.
Come on in here. Man, I'll wait till you finish. Sit your ass down. I smoked your shit for 22 years. Can't smell mine for 5 minutes. Nah, it's too much. Yeah, it's Friday. We'll see. He will do the whole fucking movie, bro.
Sorry, bruv. Again, how do you feel about the new announcement of the new Friday movie?
Yeah, it's a crazy question. There's no point. Like, the world has been waiting for this shit for 30 fucking years, bruv.
Too long.
30 fucking years. And I'm saying that because we've waited for it since the first movie. We just don't want... We wish they never stopped, is what I'm trying to say. They should have kept on making... Friday should have about 7 sequels. It should be like... Friday should have been like the next friggin' Police Academy or some shit.
Yeah.
We're never going to run out of Fridays. It's Friday every week.
Yeah.
So it should have just been Friday, next Friday. Friday should have been turned into a series.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they should just turn it into a series.
I really think he thought Barbershop was gonna be his next long shot.
Yeah,
I genuinely think that's why he put it down. And obviously they couldn't get Chris back. But look, my question, I have to ask, bruv. Do you think Chris Tucker is returning as Smokey? For me, that's one of the biggest things. Do you think he's coming back?
On the real, I don't think they'd be making it if he wasn't.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he does not turn up in this movie, I actually think there's no point in making it.
Will you be happy with turning up cameo, or do you need him in the starring role?
He can't. This is the movie that fucking made his career. And I know he's on the church shit and doesn't do the swearing, which is the reason, and the whole smoking thing, which is why he didn't do next Friday and Friday after next. But Chris, man, you need the money, man. Tax issues, man. Come on, just do the movie, please. Just do it. We need you. Like, maybe you can limit your swearing, but come on, man. We need Smokey. Think about it. We've only ever seen Smokey once. It's been 30 years since we've seen Smokey, right? You got to think. DC Young Fly needs to be Smokey's son. Father and son together?
Perfect.
Come on,
absolutely
bro.
perfect.
Do you know how stupid that shit's gonna fucking be?
Yeah.
Come on, man. And think about, and you know what upsets me so much, and I know it's not Cube's fault, but it's the fact that literally all of the legends are dead. All of the legends are dead. John Witherspoon's dead. Fucking Zeus is dead, you know. Debo's dead, you know.
Yeah.
How you make a fighter without Debo?
Yeah. Bernie's dead.
Bernie's dead, bro.
Yeah.
Freaking Janet Jackson, she's dead, bro. Bro, the list is long. Bro, AJ freaking Johnson is dead.
Yeah. My neck and my back. Yeah.
It's wild how many people have died from the freaking lineup on Friday.
You're right.
It's insane.
On a positive note, do you think he is going to, what we wanted to see, combine Day and Smokey? If Chris Tucker's there, do you think Mike Epps is signed on as well? Do you think that we're going to put them together?
Bro, I don't know the storyline, but just picture this, You got Craig. You can't remember Craig's dad is dead, which is annoying. Obviously, his mum hopefully still alive. What's her name? Regina King, sister. So that's good. It obviously would have been better if his dad was alive. But you got to think he's got his favorite cousin Day and his best friend Smokey. Yeah, and they don't like each other. Yeah, but just picture how funny this shit could be.
That could be joke.
And then obviously Smokey,
them two going at each other.
Come on, bro. There's too many ways they could go with this film. And let's not even talk about the freaking cameos. Katt has to be in it as the fucking pimp. They gotta bring him back.
Money Mike. If Money Mike does not make, again, I need Day. I need Smokey. Yeah, I need Day. I need Smokey. I need Money Mike. Yeah, that's at minimum. At minimum. And you know what I don't want, bruv? I don't want him to try and replicate everyone, aka make DC fly Smokey, aka get a fake Day. No, everyone use everyone that's still alive, because as you said, too many of this cast is dead now. So please, I need Chris back. I need Mike Epps back. I need Katt Williams back. I even need.
Mike Epps is in it. He said he's spoken to Cube, and he said he's. I think he's in
okay.
It.
Okay.
But we need it.
I need Nia Long back as your sister. I need Regina King back. I need bruv, let's not say let's go without saying, because we don't know. We don't know. Right. I'm not gonna lie to you, bruv.
It's true.
I want everyone back, but I'm just, you never know. Is it like Regina King? Regina King's a director now. She's doing this, that, and the other. Maybe she won't want to come back as a great sister. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she had a big role, and she didn't come back for any other Friday, did she?
She didn't.
So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping
as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping if Ice can just corral everyone and say, look, this is the last one. I want to combine 1, 2, and 3, all the best characters from them, put them all together. His uncle that he went to stay at number 2, I need him as well.
They got to bring DC Curry.
I hope DC Curry in there as well. But I want everyone. Perfect. I want everyone back, the whole crew, and if so, just that alone, it's gonna be a classic.
Bruv, it's gonna be a classic. You know, it's so upsetting because when I think about how Friday after next, because you gotta think with next Friday, obviously, his dad wasn't in it much. It was more about Don Curry, whatever. But when you had the brothers together in Friday after next, so I said next Friday, Friday after next, when you had them Friday after next, when they opened a barbecue joint, it's man, I'm so upset that these guys are dead because I just picture how sick it could have been with all of them.
Ice has to use every single person that's still alive, that's been in this franchise, that made an impact. Please bring them true. Bring them true.
Sheesh. Yeah, man. Anyway, 100%. Listen, Friday, it's like he's got a lot to live up to, and I think he needs to be careful because he needs to take this seriously. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone's going to be watching. So Friday, last Friday, everyone's looking forward to that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So people, look, let us know. Are you gassed for the next Friday coming? Are you looking forward to? Is there any characters that we missed out that you want to be seen in the new Friday movie that is definitely going to be coming at some point from Ice Cube? Let us know in the comments.
John Wick 5 is officially on the way. What are you saying?
I think, bruv.
Are you happy? Is this what
I'm happy? I'm happy. I think when everyone left John Wick 4, we kind of all felt he could be dead, but if this movie does well, he's not gonna be dead.
That's
the movie done well. Yeah, the movie done well. Again, the John Wick films have just grown and grown and grown. It's a bona fide. You have to give it to Keanu now because he has carved out an actual action franchise. Bro, I think it's gonna stand the test of time. You really have to give it a props for that.
If there ever was a blessed man in Hollywood, I would say it's him. It's him. Because a lot of people slept on Reeves, man. A lot of people wrote him off a long time ago.
Many times.
A guy that couldn't act, you know, and was like, nah, Keanu's this, he's whack, he's that. From day dot, I've liked Keanu Reeves since Parenthood and Bill and Ted. I always knew there was something about him, even when everyone was him. And the fact that the man has now headed two of the biggest franchises in cinema history, I think he solidified his position. I really think he has.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he deserves the respect now. Because it's one time you can call a fluke. 2 times, I don't think so. I don't think. Not with where he's gone. And obviously, bruv, the level of spin-offs. I mean, forget that we've even got number 5 coming. They've got, obviously, the Continental. They got the Ballerina dropping as well. And then apparently they're working on a series as well.
Yeah.
Like something, the High Table or something like that. Like, bruv, like they've created a whole new franchise, a whole new world.
Yeah. That's
Keanu, man. That's Keanu, man. You
gotta give him props, man. The Wick-Verse is well and truly booming. And I think when a movie, an ultra-violent movie like this, can clear $1 billion as a franchise, and as long as Keanu wants to keep making them, and Chad wants to keep directing them, I think they're gonna keep doing them. You have to, like, whether we like to admit it or not, he's got the iconic Bill and Ted franchise, he's got the iconic Matrix franchise, he's now got the John Wick franchise, which ironically is gonna have more films than all of those, like than Matrix and Bill and Ted. The kind of guy was saying, which is mad. When the first John Wick film came out, you never could have told me you wouldn't get 5 of them.
No way.
The bottom line is, yes, in John Wick 4, some of the scenes went on too long. However, we loved the action. We loved the Baba Yaga. We love seeing him, and we love seeing him bad up people with the gung fu, with the killing people with books, everything that he does. And me personally, I don't think the franchise has lost any steam. Keep them going, keep them pumping out. As long as Keanu can keep doing the stunts, keep doing them. So me personally, I'm very happy. But how are you feeling, bro? How are you feeling? Are you happy about it?
I am. I actually think the only thing that I'm not happy about is literally what you just mentioned, and that is the friggin' length of the movies and the fight scenes. And that's really only pertains to the last one. It was just that much too long. We didn't need it to be. Like, you know, I've said this from day when we was in the cinema. I said this, like, even when the movie finished, I said that film could have been half an hour, 45 minutes shorter. Literally, and would have been just as good. I like the story. I like the world building. That's why I like the Continental. I know a lot of people didn't like the Continental. I love the Continental. I wanted more. I like that. I was like, okay, cool. I get why they made it into a series. They could have.
I hated the Continental, but
I know you did. I remember you said, but I loved
absolutely hated it.
Absolutely. I don't understand why you hated it.
Hate is the wrong word. I thought it was a really big letdown, and I didn't care. I didn't care about my man's story. Ian McShane's character. I did not care 2 shits about him or the black girl doing kung fu.
Hilarious. No, but his story was important because his story gives us the history of the Continental.
And the black boy playing Lance Reddick was shit.
Oh shit.
He was shit. You know he was shit, bruv. You know he was shit. His Lance Reddick impression was horrendous. Because Lance Reddick ain't that hard to do. Personally, I think.
I feel you're being a bit harsh still. I feel you're being a bit harsh. Oh, fuck, man. Lance Reddick is dead as well.
I think they wouldn't have come back unless they have a good story for him returning. I'm really looking forward to it, bro.
I want to see where they take it still. I'm interested in that. I'm not going to lie. That'd be pretty cool. That should be dope. Obviously, I'm guessing Fishburne's going to come back as well because he's still in it.
Has to.
His character might get a bigger role this time, maybe, hopefully.
Fishburne has to.
I'm guessing Donnie Yen may not come back because he's obviously doing his spin-off. So they're probably not.
Let's talk about that, bruv. Let's talk about that. So it's been announced that Donnie Yen is officially getting his spin-off from the character that he played in John Wick 4, Caine, which I think he fucking killed that one. Caine is getting his own spin-off. Donnie Yen himself is directing it. Bruv, how do you feel about the new Caine spin-off that's been announced from the world of John Wick?
World building, or should I say world expanding. Like, they're going crazy what they're doing. Like, if it does what it's supposed to do, then there's just no stopping them. I think they're just going to keep going. I think everything depends on, ironically, I think everything depends on Ballerina. Because I feel if Ballerina bombs, because of your favorite actress, I don't know how much longer it will last. I don't know. I'm not saying that they will allow John Wick 5. They'll still do it because the franchise
has to do it. Yeah, the franchise.
Yeah. But whether they would go beyond John Wick 5 or go beyond Donnie Yen spin-off, I don't know if they will. I think it all does depend on how well Ballerina does. But the thing is, I don't think Ballerina actually needs to do that well. I just think it just needs to be okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to smash any records. I think it just needs to not bomb. If it actually bombs, then it's a problem. That I know it's a problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because then they'll be like, what's her name again? Anna de Armas.
Anna de Armas.
You know how I feel. I just don't. I want to believe her as an action star. I just don't. I just don't believe. She's too tiny, too small. She reminds me of what's her name from friggin' Avengers Brand New Day.
No. You're going too far. You're going too far.
World or whatever.
You're going too far. You're going too far.
No, bruv, they're just tiny, bruv.
She was officially a dwarf. A dwarf. Yeah.
And you're punching out big grown men like they're nothing. Like no one's even giving you a run for your money. And you're supposed to be like the new Black Widow. Come on, bruv. Stop it. And do you know what it is? I tell you what will save her. Anna de Armas, I'm talking. It's the storyline. If they make us buy into her character and the realness and the rawness of why she's a sick assassin, all before we see John Wick's face, because we know he's got a cameo, because obviously they spoiled it in the trailer, so we know he's going to be at some point. We need to see a lot of her. But what I don't want is I don't want another Black Widow type story. We've seen it too many times. We need another angle. No?
I think ironically, so some footage was screened in CinemaCon recently from Ballerina. The storyline looks like pretty much she is one of the ballerinas that Angelica Houston's character, you know, the kind of madame that John Wick goes to meet.
Black Widow is going that way, really.
She's kind of going that way. However, because it takes place in between 3 and 4, I don't know if you remember whichever John Wick it is. I think it is 3 when he first goes to see when he goes to see Angelica Houston and you see the ballerinas. Supposedly, there's a part in the film where they're actually going to show that from Anna de Armas's point of view. So that's going to be the first time that's going to be the first time she actually meets John Wick. Which so it'll be like
Jason Bourne.
Yeah, of course, and like a vantage point type of way they're gonna do that. And then also, supposedly John Wick's cameo isn't just a small thing. Supposedly he's in not like bare scenes, but he has a good long action scene.
I'm a give her the benefit of the doubt until it's time. But I'm not holding my breath. I said this from when we reviewed the trailer, so we'll see.
Yeah. But Caine, you're looking forward to that?
Oh, 100%. That's silly. It's just fucking Donnie Yen, bruv. Donnie Yen is the next evolution of Jackie and Bruce, man.
Basically.
And Jet, whether we want to accept it.
And Jet. We've got to throw Jet in as well. Yeah,
definitely Jet. Definitely. He's the guy, man.
Yeah.
Who's next? Like, it's literally who's next, because people don't realise how long Yen has been in the game as well. Yen's been in the game for years, bro.
I think the same thing was with Jet, innit? Like, a lot of people thought when Jet was on Lethal Weapon 4, that you know how much Jet has Jet has done before then.
Before that, it's like for real.
Stop being silly.
Yeah,
people, let us know how you feel about John Wick 5 being released, about being announced. Caine spin-off coming from Donnie Yen. How are you feeling about Ballerina? Are you looking forward to it? Let us know in the comments, man. We appreciate all the feedback. And man, John Wick is carrying on. Let us know how you feel about it.
So we're going to continue on. We got something to discuss here. The world has been talking about it, so we're going to talk about it. They started the process to let us know who is going to be in arguably the biggest movie of the bloody decade. That's what they want us to do. We're going to discuss it shortly. Avengers Doomsday. Right, I'm dissing it already. That's not good.
The cast itself, there was some surprises. There was some people we knew it was going to be happening. I'm just going to throw out some names to you, bro.
Okay, got you.
Okay, well then I'll start with the first surprise, because it wasn't confirmed until now that the X-Men will be coming back. We didn't know for sure Patrick Stewart, not that coming back, that the X-Men officially would be joining the MCU. So we didn't know Patrick Stewart. Obviously Ian McKellen, James Marsden. You had to be surprised when you heard Alan Cummins is coming back, because even he hasn't done an X-Men film until it says X-Men 2. Rebecca Romaine is coming back as Mystique, like the original X-Men class. How do you feel about them coming back? The original X-Men crew that kicked all off.
I mean, I'm just personally happy that Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart are still alive to even do this. Them niggas old. You have to remember, they did this shit 25 years ago. Yeah, they're still relevant. So the fact that they actually brought them back and they didn't bring back
James McAvoy.
McAvoy, that's it. Surprised they didn't bring him. I'm surprised they didn't bring Fassbender. I'm surprised they didn't bring. Because it's like they kind of picked who they brought back. And I get, obviously, you got the new one versus the old ones. I'm glad they brought the old ones. Don't get it twisted. I'm glad they brought the originals. I am glad.
Yeah, bro. I don't think anyone wanted the new ones. How do you feel about Channing Tatum coming back? Like, obviously, he was just sitting Deadpool Wolverine. He wasn't original.
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. How do you feel about that? I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. But
just tell how you feel.
I was just more like, I don't actually think they can surprise me. But I think that's more me than the actual surprise, though. Because in my mind, I'm thinking they need to bring as much people back as possible because their numbers ain't the greatest. That's more what I was thinking. So in my mind, if you can bring back Downey and Evans, you can bring back anyone. And you can bring in anyone. So that's what I'm saying. So maybe that's a question I should really be asking you.
One, I'm glad that Simu Liu's finally been able to come back as Shang-Chi. I think he's kind of been buoyed. People enjoyed his movie. I didn't enjoy it as much as other people did, but it's literally like it came out and then he disappeared. He literally hasn't been seen again, not even in the end credit scene or nothing like that. Obviously dope to see the original X-Men crew back, including Kelsey Grammer, Ian Freeman, Beast as well, who we saw at the end of the Marvels. I was surprised that they're bringing Namor back because
for real,
one, the actor himself has had some issues outside of like he's also been accused of physically assaulting a woman. So people are saying the whole Johnathan Majors of it. People are saying, well, how can you bring him back? However, this guy wasn't convicted, and the girl kind of just made the allegation and it didn't go anywhere. So that's the one saving grace. Thunderbolts. I was not surprised that they're in it because obviously Thunderbolts is their next Marvel movie. That some people are saying they kind of spoiled Thunderbolts by them being in Doomsday. It's almost confirming every single person in the Thunderbolts is going to survive. So it almost takes away the kind of anticipation about what could happen about Thunderbolts. But I was glad to see them back. Fantastic Four.
Don't you think? Well, let me ask you this question. Don't you think that's kind of par for the course in regards to how Marvel is doing this whole connected universe? It can actually spoil storylines because they always want to keep us interested. So they're showing us so far ahead of what's coming next because this film isn't coming for over a year and they're showing us now. But we're about to, like you said, Thunderbolts is out in a few weeks.
Mate,
letting us know that in a sense we can think, okay, if you're showing us that they're going to be in this, yes, obviously it could be flashbacks, but we know it's not. We know that means they're all going to survive. You're almost spoiling future stories, and I feel they're going to keep doing it. But this is also why I feel they really ran heavy with the multiverse shit because it gives them the excuse to bring back whoever they want to bring back. Do you not think that's going to harm the future Marvel movies in the next phase, or it just in the future actually?
I think the one saving grace they have is that Doomsday and Secret Wars, pretty much in the comics, it's all based around the multiverse thing. So it's clear that they started this phase to lead up to this. So, and it's virtually been confirmed by Kevin Feige that it's ending after this. So whilst I agree and people haven't really taken to it, I think this is going to be a good way to go out with a big bang, bring back everyone. A lot of people are complaining about who wasn't mentioned. Obviously, we don't have no Mark Ruffalo, we don't have no Tom Holland. Chris Evans, even though it was confirmed a while ago, wasn't in the casting announcement. Peggy Carter wasn't in the casting announcement. So there's lots of other people. Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, but you kind of go and say this. So there's other people that weren't mentioned.
Yeah.
However, I think they're gonna save a lot of those individuals for Secret Wars, and I think what we saw, those individuals, you can basically break it down to the Fantastic Four, the Thunderbolts, the Wakandans, because we got like Shuri, M'Baku, Namor, and then the X-Men, and it's going to be them basically all going against Doctor Doom. So personally, while I think the multiverse thing, again, I agree with you, hasn't worked to the extent that they wanted it to work. If there was one story they could have pulled out of their back pocket, because the whole thing about Secret Wars is about multiverses and different variants of individuals and different worlds coming together to fight a common enemy. So again, even then, even the Thunderbolts theory is that they could technically all die in the movie, but this could be a multiversal version of them. Exactly. So there's so many other options. But
let me ask you another question then. Do you think that because of the whole superhero fatigue and because of the climax that we hit so high with Infinity War and Endgame, do you think that affected the next phase being more focused around the multiverse? Do you think we would have taken to the multiverse better if we didn't peak so hard? Or do you think people just don't care for the multiverse shit?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think every comic book fan basically agrees that Infinity War, Endgames is the peak of Marvel. We got to the highest of the heights. Kind of was always going to go down from then. So it was always going to be hard to convince the audience to love anything as much as that, because it was such a good build-up from 2008.
Yeah.
And then the multiversal thing, I just think it didn't really work. Quantumania didn't work.
It work so bad? Kind of thing.
I'm gonna put a lot of the blame on Doctor Strange Multiverse and the Madness, because a lot of people thought we're gonna get another No Way Home. There's gonna be bare characters, and even Marvel kind of tried to act like there's gonna be bare cameos. There was rumors Wesley Snipes' Blade was coming back for that, they tried to do that, and that disappointed. Yeah, bruv, there was clear rumors at the time. I remember that Wesley was coming back, so there was bare. So that kind of flopped, and then it just started off the whole run of Secret Invasion, She-Hulk, Marvels, Internals, all of these films. I think it made the public lose Marvel's trust. I think the general public started to see, because the comic book fans always going to be there, but it was Marvel relied on those general public people that had never read a comic book in their life to go and watch it. However, because they started to make dud after dud after dud, I think, and multiverse kind of wasn't the best hook to go to after Endgame and Infinity War. I definitely think it was always going to be a hard, tough sell, and it just didn't work. And I think the public lost the trust of Marvel because of their run of basically terrible movies.
It does have a lot to do with Infinity War and Endgame peaking so hard, because you gotta think how invested everybody was in those last two movies.
Of course,
we were so invested. Those movies came out, was it 6 months or a year apart? I can't remember. What was it? Remember,
I think it was about a year apart. I think it was about a year.
And what they did and had us hanging on to what they had, how they had us hanging on, and how much everybody had bought into these characters, the ones who disappeared in the snap, in the blip. Sorry, it's like when everybody came back and how they came back. With the dramatic ending, which that ending, it's affected cinematic history. It was so big that now it's been recorded as something so epic that it's almost like anything after that was gonna fail. I feel because of that, not because I find it hard to accept. I find it hard to accept that these movies are as bad as we think they are, because I don't think they're that bad. I think when you measure something that's just normal against something that's amazing, it just makes that normal thing seem extra worse when really it's not.
Even worse.
When really it's not.
People, that is how we feel about the Doomsday cast being announced. Let us know, is there anyone that you wanted to see included? Is there anyone that you're happy to see come back? Are you just unhappy with how Marvel's going and you ain't got no faith of it in general? Let us know in the comments, man. We really appreciate it, and we'll chop it up with you guys. So we're going to be talking about the recent first trailer for the continuation of the Naked Gun franchise. The new Naked Gun reboot starring Liam Neeson in... the Naked Gun. Bruv, how did you feel about the trailer?
You know how I feel about this one, man. I'm not happy about it. I'll be honest with you, Like, I just weren't happy with Liam Neeson playing it. Sorry.
Oh, straight.
Yeah, I just do you know, it's that same age-old argument that, I always have. This was a perfect opportunity to give somebody a start in their career playing this character. Liam Neeson didn't need to be that guy, man. Did not need to be that guy. And that's probably the only thing that bothers me, because we know the Naked Gun shit is going to be fucking hilarious. It'd be hard to fail this. Like,
you don't think he'll have the comedic chops? No, you don't.
It's not that he hasn't.
I'm not saying he will.
He doesn't need to. He just has to play it straight. The jokes play themselves, innit? Not that anyone can do what Leslie Nielsen did. Nobody can play it like that. But I understand. I get why they picked him. I just wish they didn't. This is not his lane. So many other people could have had this lane. And the fact that he's actually playing Leslie Nielsen's son is wild.
Frank Drebin's son, yeah.
Wild,
that kind of threw me. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't surprised at that. Yeah. I mean, look, from the trailer, obviously you see he rips off the mask. He's a little girl. He's got he's in the school, shows off the pants, underwear. How did you feel about that? I mean, that's our first look at him in the role.
I didn't like it. No, I didn't like it.
Okay.
A bit unnecessary. I don't know why they did what they do with it. It's the time we're in, innit? Leslie Nielsen was rolling in his grave if he saw that shit. I don't think he liked that. But anyway, that's just me. But I like Paul Waterhauser playing his buddy's son. That actually is that to me was good. That was good because he's
and look, bruv, he's funny, and bruv, the OJ line when the guy sees OJ's son sees him.
Very.
Everyone else is saying, "Well, like, love you, father." Him, nah, nigga.
Probably. That was do you know what, I must admit
that made the trailer for me. That
it's
made
hilarious,
the trailer for me.
But do you think that's a bit like distasteful in the sense that man's dead, like for real in real life? I know obviously Leslie Nielsen's dead, but it's like I know man obviously don't get me, listen, we know we murked his wife, I get it, but I mean it's like he didn't get convicted of it, but then again technically he did. But you know what, forget the point I was going to make. No, technically he didn't, but he lost the civil suit.
He didn't, but he lost the civil suit.
Yeah, he did. Technically he did.
There's some people in this world where it doesn't matter whatever you say about them, because they're so despised, people don't care. People would rather diss them than stand by. Like no one out there apart from OJ Simpson's family is gonna say, maybe could you take that out now? Because he's one of the most hated people in celebrity culture of all time. So it's kind of like, and it's true. You kind of had to address it quickly because OJ was such a big part of the Naked Gun franchise. It was almost like
people forget.
It's an elephant in the room if you don't say it.
Yeah. They had to do it. You know what? If they had done the stupid route of acting like he never existed in this franchise, it would have flopped. It would have flopped because it would have been the one thing that a lot of people would have talked about. They had to address it. Nordberg was a character, brother, big character. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a main character. Think about like when he gets like damaged. Like one of the first jokes is him. When he's getting havoc by everything, and then he's always bandaged up and all that stuff. Like, OJ was hilarious. I can't even lie. The next thing
he played that well, but then he went on to do heinous crimes. So
you know what I mean? Then he went and murked everybody. This guy.
So look, I'm gonna take it. You're not wrapping up. You're not looking forward to Naked Gun.
I am, because like I said, it's still gonna be funny. It was just a Liam Neeson. Like it's gonna be funny. It's just that when Naked Gun 1, 2.5, 33 and a third was funny, it was because of Leslie Nielsen. He himself is the reason that shit's hilarious, as well as everybody else. Neeson is going to need everybody else. That's just what I'm saying. And I'm not saying he's not going to have funny lines, funny quips, because the whole point of Leslie Nielsen's style is you have to play it dead straight. And that's why I'm saying I know why that's why they picked Liam Neeson. Right, Leslie Nielsen, Liam Nielsen. Yeah,
the names are too similar for me as well.
Wow.
It threw me off when we were first talking about
That's mad. Maybe that's why they frigging picked him. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah. No, bro. There's no way I'm not watching it.
Okay.
Because this is literally one of my favorite shits. Like literally, it's like if they put somebody's shit in the Airplane franchise, they say they're gonna make Airplane 3. You think I'm not watching that shit?
Yeah, you're still watching that.
I'm watching that shit, bro. I'm watching that shit. So yeah, man, big fan.
Cool. Well, look, people, let us know about how you feel about the new Naked Gun trailer.
Yeah.
Did you like it? Are you looking forward to it? Do you think Liam Neeson is a good pick? Do you think Liam Neeson is a good pick? Do you think he is a bad pick? Let us know in the comments, man. Let us know how you feel about it. And look, we're going to watch it. Let us know if you're going to watch it as well. All right.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be getting onto a story. Look, I'm just going to pose a question to Kwame and we're going to discuss it. Johnathan Majors, don't know if you know, but his most recent comeback movie, which was shelved after the scandal that he went through, Magazine Dreams, was finally released. It had, let's just say it, an absolutely horrendous opening weekend of 800,000 in the whole of the United States of America. And since then, it has fallen off a cliff. I'm not sure if it was just my algorithm, but prior to the movie, there was a hard John Majors push. I saw him in interviews, on YouTube shorts, in write-ups, The Hollywood Reporter, Stephen A. Smith, like nigga was everywhere. He marries Megan Good in his fucking backyard. Again, Megan, blink if you need help. If you need help, just blink. We'll be there for you. Anyway, marries Megan Good. Like he done everything he could. A pure PR push. And the film came, burned out, went nowhere, absolutely disappeared. And quite frankly, is almost embarrassing how it's performed. I'm going to ask you, my esteemed host, Kwame, is Mr. Johnathan Majors' career over? Or is this just, was it too soon after the assault case? Or was it just, this was just a kind of a niche bodybuilding movie, so it was never going to pop off? I've posed 3 questions. Bruv, let me know how you feel.
I don't think it's going to affect his career. It only will affect his career if he stops here. You don't. You only fail when you quit. Yeah. So as long as he doesn't quit, he won't fail. I reckon. I don't get me wrong. I actually think they did. I think powers that be made it flop, made this happen. I don't think it was. I know they did hard. They worked hard to push it, but they've made people dislike him. They don't need to not put it in cinemas. They can have it open to all the cinemas around the country. But if they can paint such a horrible picture of somebody, that's enough control. You know, that's how social engineering works. You don't need to physically stop anybody from doing anything. You just need to paint a really bad picture of that person. And it worked. A lot of people do not like Johnathan Majors right now. A lot of
100%.
And a lot of women don't like Johnathan Majors right now. And 100%. It didn't help that Megan Good married him. It probably made it worse that she married him, to be honest. Because it probably made it, you know what I mean? It probably made it look like, oh, she's doing it to show that he's a good guy or he's normal. No one cares that they live a real life. They just care what it looks like. What it looks like is, oh, he's trying to save faces, she's trying to help him. Do you get what I'm saying? I honestly believe that this guy, if that didn't happen, he probably would have been Oscar nominated for this role, I reckon.
That's what everyone said, yeah.
And that just goes to show you that it's got nothing to do with talent and everything to do with politics. You know what I mean? Because I said from day, and I told you this when we reviewed White Boy Rick all those years ago, this is the guy. I didn't even know his name at the time. I just that guy who's the main villain in White Boy Rick is
White Boy Rick,
fucking star. I don't know who he is because I did not know his name, bruv. I just said he was the guy because he was the goon. Sit there screwing up his face. I knew he had something, and I think he's proven it. But this whole shit has kind of destroyed that. But I still believe he can build it back up. So I don't think it's over. And I don't think he'll stop. I think he'll keep going. As long as he doesn't do nothing crazy. If he does something crazy and he gets back into the friggin' public eye and for all the wrong reasons, like man slaps up Megan or something, or he gets
he's done.
Or occasion,
done.
Then it's over.
He's done.
As long as he don't do that, I think he's fine. I think he'll actually get bigger than how he was. Okay. I reckon he'll get bigger.
But he has signed on to a few movies. I know he does have some movies coming out. It's not like he's not getting movie roles. It's not like, and he's definitely doesn't seem to be stopping. So
Marvel isn't the be all and end all, because I think that's what everybody thinks. Okay, cool, because he's not fucking with Disney no more. Disney's not fucking with him no more, whatever. Regardless of him not playing Kang or will he go back to Kang, that's all irrelevant. Disney is not the be all and end all of movie making. They're far from it. Just because they got the monopoly doesn't mean that's just because it's Disney, everyone's going to watch it. It's about the performance. And if you put the right eyes on the right performance, yes, I thought this would have been it though. I'm not going to lie. But maybe because it's the first one coming back, coming back from what happened to him.
I'm going to be truly honest, bruv. And I know they had this film on the shelf for a long time.
2 years.
I personally think, I think he should have laid low for a good 2 to 3 years. I think the cycle, yes, bruv. I think this movie proves it. No one's not over it yet.
Yeah,
no one's not over it yet.
That's true.
No one wants to see you right now, bro. No one wants to see you marry Megan Good.
It was a decision, though. I feel like it was. I see your perspective on that, but I also feel like it was a decision to either lay low or just come back and see. Like what happened to Will? Same thing happened to Will after the slap. Some may say he didn't lay low long enough, but he came with Bad Boys quite soon after. He had a couple movies, you know what I mean? It's only Bad Boys.
Let's remember he came with the slavery movie.
No, but that's what
afterwards.
That actually, isn't it?
Yeah, that actually bombed. Emancipation, that actually bombed.
Well, then there you go. The first movie
he needed.
Then the second one.
That's Johnathan Majors and that's Will Smith. The 2 different levels. To be fair, all he did was he slapped Chris Rock, which I'm sure there's people out watching this that would like to slap Chris Rock. So I'm not gonna lie, he done a favor for some people. Johnathan, look, I agree with you. The career is not over. I just personally think, it was too soon to come back. I personally think, especially in this Me Too, women first, feminist era.
Yeah.
Especially of the crime you've been committed of.
Yeah.
Especially the fact it was against a white woman. Thank you for saying it. Then you see the white girl. It's kind of like, I personally think if he had just laid low, I'm not saying don't come back, just lay low, let everything blow over, and then a year from now, no one would remember the case, but every review I read of it, of Magazine Dreams, mentioned the case. Every single one. That's not, and I'm not lying.
Well, then, from that perspective, I'll go forth and argue that it was a good idea that he came back at this point and released this movie, because it was an old movie. It wasn't a new movie he shot. It was an old movie that was shelved and came out. So it's almost like it was a throwaway movie. Let's use a movie that can bear the brunt of all my badness, so the next one's coming after will actually hit, because people might have gotten over it by then. So maybe his next...
You know the problem? You know the problem with that is, actually for him in his career, that's fine if that was the plan. However, Hollywood executives will turn around and say, fam, your film, we don't care about public perception. Your film lost money, yeah? Your film did not do bank. Bottom line is you're not bankable. We already think your reputation is taking a hit, and now you've proven you're actually not bankable at the box office.
Only for a period of time.
It's a bad amalgamation. That's what I'm saying.
That's true to an extent. It's just like that line in Entourage when the head of the studio said to Vinny, when after he bombed after Median or whatever, and he said, listen, what was he say? Something like, you're only a star, or you're only not a star until you're a star again. Something like that. So it's almost like you can get back to the top. It's about what you do next. And if you look at the pattern of what they did, it was such a big deal when he did the Median film, and then that film bombed terribly, literally destroyed his career, and he disappeared. Just like what we're talking about now, he disappeared for a long period of time, and then tried to come back and nobody wanted to work with him. Nobody wanted to sign him. And then he came back and did Smoke Jumpers. Remember? And he did Smoke Jumpers, was supposed to be the lead, but said, I'll take I'll take the second lead because I'm not a big star anymore. So he took the second lead, and then because he did such good work, other people saw it and they said, you know what? He still got it. We're going to put him in another movie. Now let's bring that to real life. That could very much happen with Johnathan Majors. He did the lead. Maybe he should have done a slightly smaller role, but he did the lead. It didn't do well. But people may still look at him after watching Magazine Dreams and be like, you know what? This guy may still have it. Maybe put him in another movie, but let's not put him in the lead. Let's give him let's give him a second lead or third lead. Decent role, but a lower lead, not lead in the movie, so no one attaches the movie to him. And see how he does with this. And if he does well with this, then we'll see him on his way back up. So I believe there could still easily be a strategy for him to get back to the top. He can be a leader.
I mean, bruv, I hope everything that you say happens. I'm rooting, despite what I said, look, I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
Always thought he was a talent, always thought he was sick. It's unfortunate what happened. I thought his career trajectory was dope. I was enjoying everything he was putting out. So again, I'm happy that this happened, and I do want him to turn it around.
Yeah.
Look, I do think he's keeping Megan hostage, but I'm past it now. Look, she's committed to him. She's got the ring. It's fine. Fuck it, whatever. Innit? Like, that's what she wants to do.
That's hilarious.
Fine. I'll wait for 10 years from now when the tell-all that commentary comes out. Where you're telling us how he was beating you after the fucking trial ended. Anyway, look, I'm gonna best wishes to Johnathan Majors. I'm enjoying Kwame on this. Let's write Magazine Dreams off. It's out of the way now. Let's forget about it. Let's push on. As I said, he signed up for more movies. Hope he can come back. He said Michael B. Jordan said he wants to work with him. Matthew McConaughey said he wants to work with him. Whoopi Goldberg came out of defense. So look, again, I'm hoping the best for him. However, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
and as we know, this movie game is a total madness. That's why we're doing it too.
Just before we finish, to know what I'm telling you, I know he can do it because we are very much in the era of independent movies and streaming services. All it takes is for one A24 movie to sign him. He gets the lead or the second lead, and it's a drama and it does well. Again, which is what Magazine Dreams could have been, but just wasn't because it was the first one back. If he had dropped something before Magazine Dreams, then dropped Magazine Dreams probably would have hit. So the next one is what's important.
Yeah.
But that's what I reckon. One independent movie, he'll be back. He'll be on his way back. Yeah, but it's a journey. But anyway. Johnathan.
Well, look, people, let us know about how you feel about Johnathan Majors. If you're looking forward to it, if you're looking forward to his comeback, if he can even come back, let us know how you feel about it in the comments, man. We much appreciate it, and thank you for all of the interactions that you give us, man. You make Movie Madness what it is, because we like to go back and forth with you guys and hear you guys' view. All right, cool. Well, people, we are at the end of episode 6 of Movie Madness. Sorry it took us so long to get another one out there, but you know what I'm saying? We've got our fictional face-offs, we've got our movie madness, we've got our random recommendations, we've got our 2 ManDem reviews, we've got our top 10s. But we're giving you a lot of content, people. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might take a bit longer to cook up some things, but don't worry, we're still serving you these meals, man. So again, if you could, as always, please drop a like and a subscribe. I know I say it every time, but please, a subscribe really makes a difference, man. Obviously helps with the algorithm, helps with us getting out there. And if you're a fan, if there's one thing you can do for us, if we can bring you a bit of entertainment, please, if you could just drop likes and subscribe, or tell your friends about me, tell your friends about us, that would be much appreciated. So again, thanks for all the love, thank you for all the support, we really appreciate it, man. And look, as always, I have been your boy Enigma,
and I've been your boy Kwame, and we've been the 2 ManDem that talk movies. We out. 2 fingers.